Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you how to customize a shop theme in Astra in WordPress. So let's start out here on our dashboard. Let's head down here to Appearance and click on Themes. Once we're here, we can see we have one of the default themes activated. So if you don't have Astra here, you can click on Add New Theme and you can search for Astra and install it from there. So let's head back here and click on Activate on Astra. And once it activates, all we'll have to do is go to Astra here, click on that. And if you don't have it activated or installed, make sure you have starter templates activated and installed. So over here on this tab, click on Starter Templates. And it should bring us to the website builder of Astra. So let's use this real easy, classic starter templates, and click on Build with Templates. Since we're making a store, let's click on e-commerce, but you can search whatever you want. So oops. So let's say we were selling auto parts or whatever business you were in, like a salon, for instance, or you were selling cell phones or gadgets and whatnot. They might have some keywords that matches your site. But in general, we can just click on Online Shop, and it should give us a bunch of theme ideas here. Now, let's see, Sports Shop. That might be something we'd want to use. And this one looks cool. So let's use WooCommerce here, but you can use SureCart if you're more familiar with that. Let's click on Continue, and everything else here we can configure in the next step. So this looks good. Let's go ahead and continue with that. And if you needed any of these, you can select those, but for now, we'll skip this step. And all of these, we can submit and build our website. Now let's let that install. And through the magic of video editing, let's go ahead and view our website. And we can return to our dashboard from here. And there we have it. Okay, so we can take a look at what we have here. We have our static page, home page, and we have this, but it doesn't lead us anywhere because obviously it's a template. And we have our menu over here and our cart, and that's what makes it different from an ordinary blog site or blog template, a blog theme, is that we have our product catalog here and our cart and so on. But that's mainly part of having WooCommerce installed. And we have here a product lineup. These are all example products, of course. We didn't add those. Those are just default within the theme. And we can see what the possibilities are for us to do with this theme. We have our footer down here and all of these other blocks that we can customize. So let's go about changing everything and setting it up for the first time. So we could either click on Customize here, or if you wanted to manage it from the back end, go on your dashboard, hover over Astra and click on Customize. And that takes us to our WordPress customizer. Now, first things first, let's change colors and fonts. So over here on Global, click on that, and let's click on Typography. And there's a bunch of presets here. Now, as an example, we can click on that, and it'll change, and you'd see how they look like. Alternatively, if you wanted your own fonts, we can choose our own fonts here. And let's see how that looks like for the body. Okay, and we can change this one to... Okay, that looks pretty cool. Okay, and then we can change our heading fonts and our margins and underlines and on links. There you go. But let's remove that. It looks cleaner without it. Next, let's go ahead and change colors. Now we have some styles here that are ways for us to save presets. So these two are the same, and if I wanted to use one of these let's say this one's, let's say green. Okay, we can do that. We can alternate between these, and we can also configure them. So we can change it from, let's say red. Let's see what changes here. Okay, nothing at the moment. How about here? Let's change this one to red, and I think it should be, there we go. We have red and green, and we can change the buttons and text color and so on. Let's go ahead and configure our, you can configure buttons from here. So the container, whether or not the site is max width or padded, if we wanted to squish it in, let's take a look. It might not reflect on here so much. There we go. We had our product page there, and we can change this up. We can also make it narrow and wide for the containers. See what happens here. Okay, so you can just keep it normal and then make it keep it fluid, make it wide there, and then we can also change the spacing and how wide our containers are. We can also change our buttons over here, so we can change the background color to, let's say, blue, just so it's easier for us to see. Oh, how about that? And then this will be red. There we go. And we can change the shape, and then we just have to refresh it, as the WordPress customizer preview is a bit buggy, but we can make do with what we have. It's gonna take us to the shop, and then we'll just head back over here. You can see the colors have changed. There we go. And so on and so forth. Now let's go ahead and change our site identity. Let's click on the header builder over here and click on site title and logo. Now, since for this video example, let's build a site that sells car parts. And we have this over here, which I already uploaded beforehand. And it should update there, and we can change how small it is. I should have probably chosen a different one, but this is just for an example. Let's say, and then we can make it visible on all devices, and it should appear over here. And because it's black, let's change it to something a bit more, oops, how about this? There we go, something a bit more visible. And keep in mind, we're only using these colors just so it's easier for you, the viewers, to see the changes we've been making. And then next, we can change our menu over here, and you can change how wide it is, what colors there are, what animations there, and so zoom in. It won't appear right now, because again, the preview is a bit buggy. And we can change, we can configure how it looks like from here. We can change our menu to include certain pages. So we have categories, let's say products, product categories, tags, and so on. We even have them here. You can see. And you can add, let's say, bicycles as an example. We'll add that here just so that our customers can see it, and we can reorder these how we want. And let's put that as a main menu, and then the bicycles, we can put that as a subcategory. And once we're happy with that, it should refresh. Let's reload this, and we can go ahead and change the colors for our menu again. Oops, not here. Okay, then we have our animation finally loaded in, and we hover down there. We'll get our submenu, and we can configure the color of the menu. You see it loads there, but because we haven't fixed the colors of the menu yet, primary menu, let's go on design down here, and we should scroll down, and we should see our menu color. Let's keep it white. The background is what we want to change to red, and then you can make it the highlight color blue. So when you highlight it, it turns like that, and you can see how it changes. and you can also change the spacing and so on. Let's unlink this and then make it negative 50 pixels. Let's see how that fixes it. All right, let's percent. How about that? The submenu font is still and color are still transparent or default. So let's go ahead and change the background of that to red, and let's say green for this one, and it should appear there for us. Okay, so once we're done with that, we can also customize our cart logo. So we can change it to basket or display and remove cart count. We can also hide the label and the subtotal, and we can change the animation or what it reveals to us once we click it. All right, and then we can also disable it for desktop and tablet if we wanted our customers for some reason to only be able to buy from our site using mobile devices. Okay, so that's about the extent to how we can customize this. We can also make custom footers and so on, but we have videos on those. So let's say we're happy with changing it with our brand identity. We have our icon, our logo, and what we want to show to our customers. How about changing the featured page, the featured image here, and the featured text? Now we can't do that from here, nor could we do it from any other part of the customizer. We'll have to customize the page itself. So let's publish our changes real quick and save our progress. And once we refresh our site, you'll see what happens here. Our site tagline should change, our title should change, all of our colors should appear here. And here's our very beautiful customized shop. So let's go ahead and click on Edit Page from here. And we should be able to change all of the background images and categories that we have here. Okay, so this is the home page, and let's say we wanted to change the background featured image here. Let's go ahead and click on this container, and we should go to Style, and you can change the image. So let's say, again, our example is auto parts for our little discussion here. And we can change the text. All right, let's just say that's the car, and rims, fuel system. What else could we have? Right. Okay, and then we can also configure. Well, the color, obviously, it depends on the site. So it looks kind of broken here, but don't worry. All the changes for appearances are on the customizer. So here we can also change what it says. So we can change what the text says. And from here we can change the link, so we can make we'll put it to our /shop, of course. So we click that, it's going to take us to our shop. Oops. And we can change here. We have our shortcode, which is just part of the theme. You can remove this if you wanted to. And a while ago, here it's the bicycles, and down here we have our accessories, the example ones. So all you have to do to change this is these are just displays for individual items, individual posts. So if I were to type here and I updated it And let's go ahead and check out our page real quick as we're making changes. Right, we have our new background image here. We have the image of the XG17 sports car, and we can check out the new images, and there, takes us to shop. Amazing, isn't it? So we'll go back here home, and you can see that instead of the bicycles here on the customizer, it's now the accessories. And the same applies for everything else here. Since this is a page, we can remove blocks completely, and it makes our page a bit shorter, makes it a bit larger, depends if you want to add more. And we can change all of these as hyperlinks. We can change the video, we can remove the video, we can embed anything, because remember, we're on the block editor and we can insert any block that we want. Okay. So once we've customized our site and how it looks, how about changing out our, okay, we removed some of the blocks. How about changing our shop layout? So let's go over back here to our customizer and click on WooCommerce. From here, we have a lot of different options. So we can customize global options here, but let's go ahead and change them individually. So let's start out with the product catalog and head over to our shop. And our shop, technically, based on this, is our product catalog. Okay, so we can make it normal, which is the default, and we can make it full width as well. And you'll see that our products should take up the whole space. There we go. And we can add a sidebar if we wanted to make it easier for our customers to navigate. So we can configure it also if we wanted to add, let's say, categories and so on. But that's for a different video. Check that out. We have a video on sidebars as well. And we can also change our shop card design. So right here, we have design number 2. If we were to select design number 1, see how it changes, see how the display of the categories and so on changes. And if the changes don't reflect, there we go. We can always just refresh it here and we'll see the changes reflect. And let's say we wanted to show only 2 columns if we didn't have that many products. Oops. 2 columns with 6 products per page. And we'll have it here. And our page numbers are down here, and we'll have to fix the colors of those. Alternatively, we can also display categories. So these are products only, and I'm sure if you've used an online store, we can show categories only. So when somebody clicks on shop, we'll be led to accessories, helmets, bicycles, in the context of this. There you go. Or we can show both. Okay, and we have categories up there. And we can also display subcategories and subcategories of products. And we can order them by popularity and price if that's how you wanted to display your products to your customers. Okay, and we can also hide or unhide certain product features or descriptions. So let's say we wanted to put an add to cart for every single item on our shop page here. And you'll see that we have add to cart buttons underneath each one. And let's say we wanted to hide the price, just so that the customer would be enticed to click on the product page, which we'll take a look at in a while. Okay, and we can also enable the filters. Okay, we can also remove the result count. And there we go, we have our filter over here. All right, so we can also enable or disable certain things based on our theme here. And we can also remove our page numbers and just have it infinite scroll, which means we'll go down here and, all right, it's going to refresh. And you'll see that the page numbers will disappear and it'll load the items individually. Here you go. And so once we reach the bottom, we can load more. Let's reload that. But obviously we can't see infinite scroll in Customizer, but we'll take a look at that later once we publish our page. And we can change our filter buttons and sort them out. And let's return back here and see what else we can do. So let's go ahead and click on this bicycle over here. And let's customize a single product. And just like any other post or page here on WordPress, on Astra, we have our sidebar, and if we want it to be full width or not, whether we want it boxed or unboxed, whether or not we want to add a sidebar. But what's different with product galleries, with single product galleries, is we can change gallery layouts. So depending on how you wanted your customers to view your products, you'll see that we have related products here or the other pictures, and it should appear here. Or we can have it down here. Well, alternatively, we should probably go ahead and check out a bicycle with multiple images. Okay, so I've added some extra images here, and we can take a look at the layouts now. And you'll see that the images in the gallery will appear on this left side here, and we can have it down here, just like that. And we'll have the difference between these. Right? And you can choose whichever one you want. And we can also change how wide the image is. And you can also enable or disable whether or not the product image itself is sticky. So let's let that reload real quick. Okay. And let's disable that. And we can also enable or disable hide or unhide, that is, different attributes to this page. So let's say we had payments, and we could configure the icons. Let's say Visa Master. All right, let's take a look at those down here, and we can enable or disable those. We could remove the category up here. All right, we can remove the ratings, but there aren't any to see here right now. And we can change drop-down buttons for product variations. We don't have that enabled right now, at least in this product. We can change how certain borders look like. And we can also configure from here the recent or related products or what have you. And we can enable or disable those. And we'll have only the product page, the product itself with its images and description. Just keep it simple. But if you wanted to have those, we can also customize what it says here. And then we'll have this enabled. There you go. Okay, and we can change our aspect ratios for our product images here, and they'll probably be wider over here, or we can just check out the shop and see how they look like. All right, and the images do appear bigger. Okay, so that's about the extent with which we can customize the appearance of our WordPress Astra shop. Everything else has to do with WooCommerce and the back end with selling. So since we're happy with the appearance, let's click on Publish. And let's go ahead and check out our site here. And let's refresh it from the home page and check out our changes. So again, we have our customized homepage here with our custom categories, with our custom images, with our custom links, and we can check out our shop from here. We have our brand identity. We have our custom shop catalog here with our categories and the wide images. And we have our product pages with their own custom layouts configured with what we want to show our customers, with how we want to show the alternate images and our categories and so on. So this is how to customize your WordPress Astra shop theme. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.